Get ready for the next big breach. A new Windows Mini Plasma zero-day exploit is giving system access, and the proof of concept is already out. We dive deep into how this vulnerability opens the door and what it means for your security posture right now. Server spoofing vulnerability, CVE 2026-42897, to its catalog because hackers are actively exploiting it for remote code execution. And finally, the future of work is here. Microsoft AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman is predicting that artificial intelligence will achieve human-level performance in accounting, legal, marketing, and project management roles within 18 months, forcing a massive shift in white-collar careers. Stay tuned for the full breakdown. A critical zero-day exploit targeting new Windows, Mini Plasma, has been discovered, granting full system access to attackers. A proof of concept, POC, for this vulnerability has been released, escalating immediate security concerns for organizations utilizing the affected platform. This incident underscores a crucial point in cybersecurity: the limitations of automated pen-testing tools. While these tools are valuable for assessing network traversal capabilities, they fall short when it comes to validating the effectiveness of defensive measures. The core message is that automated tools must be supplemented by testing that verifies whether existing security controls successfully block threats, whether detection rules trigger appropriately, and if cloud configurations are correctly implemented. A comprehensive security posture requires validating 6 specific surfaces that traditional automated testing often overlooks. Security professionals are urged to move beyond simple network penetration testing and focus on validating these critical defensive layers to mitigate risks posed by sophisticated zero-day exploits. A significant leak from the Brazilian regulatory body Anatel has surfaced, revealing images and technical references to a previously unannounced Xbox Elite Controller Series 3, signaling a potential major refresh for Microsoft's premium controller line. While not officially confirmed, the details emerging from the documents suggest a direction focused heavily on cloud gaming integration. The Xbox Elite Controller Series 2, released in 2019, was lauded for its customization, but faced criticism regarding durability, stick drift, rubberized surfaces, and a non-removable battery. A successor, therefore, is expected to address these shortcomings beyond just aesthetic updates. The leaked images confirm Microsoft is retaining the familiar Elite design, featuring asymmetrical analog sticks, a round D-pad, rear paddles, and a high-quality housing similar to the Series 2. A notable addition appears to be 2 small control elements on the front, resembling scroll wheels or rotary dials, though their specific functions remain unconfirmed. Speculation points toward volume, chat mix controls, or profile management. Perhaps the most practical feature highlighted in the leak is the possibility of a removable battery, potentially with a lower capacity than the Series 2, but offering the benefit of easy replacement for an expensive device. Crucially, the leak also points toward a strong focus on Xbox cloud gaming. Reports mention another controller design leaning into this, featuring Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.3, USB-C, and a 500 mAh battery, suggesting a design optimized for direct network input rather than reliance on an end device. If the Elite Series 3 incorporates a similar cloud mode, it could significantly enhance the controller's utility within the Game Pass ecosystem by optimizing latency for cloud play. However, the ultimate success of the Elite Series 3 hinges on execution. The leaked documents do not provide conclusive data on critical internal components, such as whether Hall effect or TMR sticks are used, the mechanical revisions to the paddles, or the long-term durability of the new controls. These factors will determine if the Series 3 represents a genuine technological leap or merely an expensive iteration. The industry is now keenly awaiting official confirmation to see if Microsoft is truly resolving the previous controller's weaknesses. The United States Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, has issued a critical warning regarding active exploitation of a serious vulnerability in Microsoft Exchange Server. The agency has officially added the Microsoft Exchange Server spoofing vulnerability, identified as CVE 2026-42897, to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, signaling that threat actors are already leveraging the flaw. This vulnerability carries a critical severity rating, with the potential to allow for remote code execution. The issue stems from a cross-site scripting vulnerability present during web page generation within Outlook Web Access. CISA noted that under specific interaction conditions, this flaw enables an attacker to execute arbitrary JavaScript within the user's browser context. The vulnerability was first publicly disclosed on May 14th, with CISA adding it to the catalog on May 15th. The Common Vulnerability Scoring System, CVSS score for CVE 2026-42897, is high at 8.1, although Microsoft classifies the issue as critical. Microsoft has detailed the exploitation vector in its advisory. According to the company, attackers can exploit this flaw by sending a specially crafted email to a targeted user. If the recipient opens this email within Outlook Web Access and specific conditions are met, the malicious JavaScript can be executed. In response, Microsoft is implementing a temporary mitigation through the Exchange Emergency Mitigation Service, while actively developing a permanent fix for the issue. Security professionals and organizations are urged to prioritize patching and implementing necessary defenses immediately to protect against this actively exploited threat. Microsoft AI CEO Mustafa Suleyman has issued a stark prediction regarding the future of white-collar employment, asserting that artificial intelligence is poised to achieve human-level performance across key professional domains within the next 12 to 18 months, leading to the automation of the majority of these roles. Suleyman specifically highlighted accounting, legal, marketing, and project management as the most vulnerable categories, citing that these functions rely heavily on computer-based processes with structured inputs and measurable outputs. However, the data presents a more nuanced picture. A 2025 report from Thomson Reuters indicates that while AI tools are actively being integrated into legal and accounting workflows, such as drafting documents and assisting with audits, mass job displacement has not yet occurred. In these fields, human oversight remains critical for reviewing outputs, error correction, and making final judgment calls. The concept of full automation, which implies zero human involvement, is a high bar. Achieving this level of autonomy in regulated sectors like law and accounting is hindered by compliance requirements and the necessity for client trust and institutional acceptance. The real threat, according to analysts, is not instantaneous job vanishing, but a gradual reduction in the number of humans required to handle the same volume of work, suggesting a shrinking workforce rather than immediate elimination. Furthermore, Suleyman has advocated for a broader vision of AI accessibility, suggesting that building sophisticated AI models should become as simple as starting a blog, signaling a trend toward highly individualized AI solutions in the workplace. This aggressive positioning by Microsoft AI serves a strategic purpose, solidifying the company's leadership in enterprise automation as it competes for major corporate contracts against rivals like Google and Amazon.